know that I have my oldest daughter and her family are living in Botswana in Southern Africa for the last 30 some odd years. And but the first time I went to see them, it was 25 years ago that I went over, and they have a school in the village, and they had an environmental class in their high school part. My daughter said, "Could you bring some stuff, Mother, and talk about water conservation and bring some things for the kids?" And so naively, I collected that stuff and I went. And I was there for a week before I started, had to go make this talk. And so for a week, I was learning how to live on 1 gallon of water a day because they didn't have running water at the house. So they got their water from a tank at the farm. Showed me how to use that gallon of water that I've had. And I know I've shared this before, but it was how naive I was that, I mean, what do you do with people who are using 5 gallons of water for their whole family all day for everything? And they go to the village and fill it up, and that's what they do. So you learn how to live on that kind of water. And I think that's the thing that inspired me the most, was that how much we take for granted when it comes to water. So the kids were excited that Mama Ruti's, my daughter was head of the school then, and she wanted me to talk to them about conserving water. So I said, so in America, we use 20 of those a day routinely for each person that lives in the house. Well, they just cracked up laughing. They just didn't, they thought for sure I was just kidding them about that. So what that turned into was a 2-day workshop on them teaching me how we could save water in the United States. Still almost unbelievably thinking that we could possibly use that much water. So that was, we've laughed about that story a lot. The kids made fun of me a lot over that, just still thinking I wasn't telling them the truth, I think. But I did come home with a whole nother respect for what we just turn a faucet on and we get every day. And it's good, but it did give me a passion that I never have been able to let go of, being able to be in that. And every time I go, it's a little better, maybe kids have a well sometime or something, but it's just such I mean, they don't have energy or any of the other things that we have, but water is, when we say water is life, I'm not sure I ever had that concept down until I went over there into a third world country and saw how that was probably the most important thing that was happening, is getting that water every morning and bringing it back. And so, yeah, it humbled me big time.